Hello, my name is Marley Austin, and I'm a member of the PIH Canada team based in Toronto. Thanks for joining this session on intersectionality and health. Let's get started. At PIH, we are pretty familiar with the reality that the burden of disease is not spread equally. Some people are more likely to get sick or die because of their social and economic conditions, and we call these health inequalities. There are many ways to measure health inequalities. One main approach that you might be familiar with is to compare groups of people based on one single factor. So, for example, we can calculate health inequalities based on gender. To do so, we would compare the health of men, of women, and gender minorities. But this type of analysis is not perfect. When we look at only one factor, two things can happen. One, we can miss out on other important personal characteristics, things like age, ethnicity, sexuality, religion, ability, etc. And those other factors can also influence health. But two, when we focus only on one factor, we can miss out on understanding how that one factor relates to other factors. In the 1970s and 1980s, Black feminist scholars in the United States explored this topic. One of these scholars was Kimberly Crenshaw. She wrote about the experiences of Black women in the United States. And Black women in America experience the world in a different way than Black men or white women. This is because Black women face discrimination based not only on their gender, but their gender and their race. We're going to learn a little bit more about this specific example a little bit later on in the session. But what's important here is that Crenshaw coined the term intersectionality. Intersectionality refers to how sources of discrimination actually overlap and reinforce each other. It also refers to the reality that we all have many identities that intersect to make us who we are. In this session, we're going to explore intersectionality theory to better understand health inequalities. We'll start by doing some self-reflection activities to understand how identity and intersectional identities, in particular, shape how we navigate the world. We'll think about how our own identities might help or hinder us in different contexts, and then apply those reflections specifically to health and healthcare systems.